Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 163rd commencement of Braintree High School as we honor the graduating class of 2021. My name is Anthony Garofalo, Director of Guidance for the Braintree Public Schools, and it is my honor and privilege to stand in for Dr. Scully today as he attends the high school graduation of his son at this very moment. I know we were all heartened weeks ago when restrictions were lifted, allowing us to have an unmasked ceremony and a full crowd today. While some aspects of the ceremony might vary from tradition, we would still like to start with a brief ceremonial playing of one of the most time-honored traditions of graduation everywhere, pomp and circumstance. At this time, please rise in body or in spirit for the playing of the traditional processional march, and please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. We will have an opportunity to acknowledge the many people who have contributed to making this morning possible in just a moment, but we'd briefly like to thank everyone, graduates, staff, guests, all of you in attendance, for being aware of the health of those around them. Guests are thanked for sitting in the bleachers and rows of the bleachers on the track only, and graduates are thanked for their attention to the name card process we use to check you in prior to the ceremony and for remaining seated during the ceremony. As a reminder, at the end of the presentation of diplomas, graduates will exit through the south exit of the stadium, past the concession stand, and into the parking lot where they may rejoin their guests. We ask all guests to exit the gate through which they entered. To start our program this time, please welcome to the microphone the president of the class of 2021, Kaylee Fitzgerald.
Good morning. On behalf of the entire class of 2021, I would like to welcome the family, friends, teachers, and special guests in attendance to our long-awaited graduation ceremony. To start off, I'd like to give a thank you to everyone who did make today possible. Family pushing us to give it our all, teachers and faculty who never gave up on us throughout these long 4 years of school, but most especially us. I want to thank us, the class of 2021, for showing everyone persevering is when you feel like it isn't even a possibility. Against all of the odds thrown at us over the last year, we are finally here saying our last goodbyes, and I could not be prouder of our class for doing so. Some people have described high school as a constant rush of adrenaline and excitement like one feels on a roller coaster. My own high school career was never like that. In fact, if my time here was a roller coaster, it would probably have dipped and twisted in every different directions, at points where I probably felt like I was going to fall off of it. Like the corkscrew at Canopy Lake, the constant shaking, the jolting around could sometimes make you feel like the strap is going to come undone. That was my experience. Sophomore year was possibly the lowest I had ever been in my life mentally and emotionally. I would not eat. I had trouble sleeping. I had trouble focusing. I would come home day after day and just sit in my room and cry, wondering when the pain would stop. It felt like I'd never be able to dig myself out of that pit into which I subjected myself. I felt alone. I felt like nobody would be there to help me out, even though I had so many people who genuinely loved and cared for me. I would force myself to go to school every day, even though all I wanted to do was to disappear in my bed. Little did I know at the time, but getting up and being around friends, teachers, and administrators who wanted to talk to me for 7 hours slowly but surely pulled me out of that hole and into reality again. Whenever I do talk to adults, they ask me, "What are you going to miss the most about high school?" I could give a generic answer. The football games, homecoming, Spirit Week and pep rallies, all the fun activities that do normally come with high school. I could give that answer and feel good about it, but my high school experience wasn't only about the events on the weekend or going to the games. My high school experience was so much more. My high school experience was the people I surrounded myself with. I will forever hold a special place in my heart for my in-school friends who I'd spend all day with laughing and talking about what went on in class that day. My out-of-school friends who never failed to keep me entertained. The late nights with a random collection of people on FaceTime, worrying about the tests we all need to cram for the next day. And especially the people who went out of their way, friends or not, to smile and wave at me in the halls. The old friends, the new friends, the lost friends or not, all of these people I've talked to, whether it's for a split second or throughout my entire high school career, shaped me into the person I am today and pulled me together at times where I felt my life was falling apart. Braintree High, while it does not do wonders for all other aspects of life, such as my sleep schedule, does wonders in bringing you lifelong friends. It brought me closer to new people, and these new people and experiences helped me learn so much more about myself. It has been an honor and a pleasure to call myself your class president and to be one of the names under the 437 in the class of 2021. 437 within the class of 2021, 1,700 students within the building. The numbers keep climbing. However, everyone here was one of the 437 most crucial people to me, no matter the time of need during these past 4 years. Over 400 reasons to come back to school, day after day, and that's what I thank Braintree High most for as I grow up. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee. Next, the senior members of the BHS Concert Choir with their pre-recorded terrific rendition of Stand By Me.
And the land is dark, and the moon is the only
And thank you again to the BHS seniors in our concert choir. At this time, we'd like to invite Brooke Bonfiglioli, the BHS Student Body President, who will deliver her message.
1,368 days ago, Braintree High saw the innocent class of 21 enter its beautiful cement walls for the first time, and we had no idea what we were in for. We did not know that one parking lot could host so many car crashes. We did not know how deeply the infamous spicy shortage would truly affect us. And most importantly, we did not know the common excuse of, "My dog ate my homework," would someday turn into, "I'm having Wi-Fi issues." We did not know much, and at times, we thought getting through 4 years of high school seemed impossible. Moms and dads, you know you all thought it too. But at the end of the day, we did know we were not in this alone. For the next 4 years, we will be surrounded by every familiar face we've ever known. Although 1,368 days may seem like a long time, 5,400 hours in school, 4,320 classes we all spent together, we have been talking about this day, Graduation Day, the day we are finally done with high school, since day one. Just as fast as today came, it will be gone into our memories, so cherish this moment. Cherish this one last hour we are all here together as one class. As kids, all we ever wanted to do was grow up. But being here with you all today, I want to slow things down a bit. Looking back at our time at Braintree High, it's easy to overlook our blessings, and at times we may not have appreciated all the things around us. Caught up in the moment, we didn't realize certain times would be part of the lasts we would experience. The last homecoming dance, the last football game, the last 7-hour school day surrounded by everyone we grew up with. These are the special minutes, hours, and days that will remain with us throughout all of life. Now we, the graduating class, sit before you, our family, friends, teachers, people we love, and some not so much. With our world-class education, or at the very least, a world-class ability to access SparkNotes on the internet. How can we not be envied, not for what we have or have done, but for what we still have to do? Ahead of us is life. Ahead of us is all the years we have yet to live and all the experiences we have yet to know. Although this past year we experienced a handful of lasts, we still have a lifetime of firsts. Well, class of 2021, it's time. It's time for us to face the inevitable, to face the rest of our lives. Continue to be bold. Continue to challenge authority. Although a breakfast party in the parking lot may not always be the way to do it. And lastly, continue to embrace new experiences. You will fail at some point in your life. You will lose, you will embarrass yourself, and you will suck at something. Accept it. Better yet, embrace it, because it is inevitable. But if you do not fail, how can you say you're trying? Look at our football team, for example. The scoreboard never seems to go their way, but we can all see they're trying. Or this past year, when we had 4 different spirit weeks, I was one of the people in charge of them, and they were all epic failures. But you can't say we didn't try. Whatever you end up doing in your life, make sure it's something you're proud of, just as I am proud of each and every one of you here today. I read a quote once from Nelson Mandela that has stayed with me. It said, "It always seems impossible until it's done. All those sleepless nights cramming and studying for a big exam the next day, or going from school to sports to homework just to wake up the next day and do it all over again? Well, it's done. It was possible. 1,368 days, and this very last day, the 1,368th day, seems like the only one that matters. So let me be the first to say it. Congratulations, class of 2021. You're officially washed up.
Thank you, Brooke. At this time, we would like to thank the many people who have contributed to the class of 2021's success in our school as a whole. Thank you to Mayor Kokoris, the members of the school committee, and the Braintree Public Schools central administrators, Superintendent Dr. Frank Hackett, Assistant Superintendent Jim Lee, and Director of Finance Ed Cronin for their leadership and vision, especially throughout this year. Thank you. Thank you as well to the members of the Town Council, the Braintree Fire Department, the Braintree Police Department, which have been instrumental in both our graduation ceremony and many events we've held this spring. Our three assistant principals, Andy Dellery, Nancy Moynihan, and Matt Reardon, who have worked tirelessly. Yes, thank you. Who have worked tirelessly on this spring's events, but more importantly, have ably managed the educations of graduates you see before you. And whether you know it or not, guys, they care as much about you having a great day today as anybody. The Braintree Public Schools curriculum directors and the BHS Guidance Department for helping our students on their journey to success, both in high school and afterwards. Head custodian Tom Mahar and the BHS custodial staff, Director of Facilities Chris McNamara, and the Braintree Public Schools maintenance staff, and Wes Ray, along with everyone at BCAM for all their contributions this year and especially this spring. The Braintree Parks and Recreation Department, who have contributed mightily to beautifying our campus today and always for this ceremony. And we'd like to acknowledge at this time the tireless efforts in this regard that were contributed for so many years by the recently departed Director of Recreation for the town of Braintree, Mr. Nelson Chin. Special thank you to Administrative Assistant Kathy Finneran and Assistant Principal Nancy Moynihan, who were behind planning every aspect and coordination of today's ceremony. Tireless work on every end and every day. This event would not be possible without all of their work. Finally, we would like to acknowledge the Braintree High School faculty and staff for their incredible work that they have done over the past 4 years in preparing their students for this memorable day. Work that continued the efforts of BPS educators that you had in elementary school and middle school, who worked to prepare kids for high school. Many of the teachers are here today, and their work, this year especially, was incredibly nimble, flexible, and creative as we navigated this most challenging year. At this time, we ask them to rise and be recognized. We would also like to recognize our two senior class advisors, Ms. Haley McAuliffe and Steve Wakeland, whose vision and perseverance have added to the class of 2021 in countless ways. At this time, we ask them to come to the stage, and our class officers come to the stage for a presentation.
Grab, yeah, so the dark blue is, oh, this microphone. This is this? Okay, Mr. Weekly. Mr. Weekly. Hello. We would like to extend a huge thank you to our two advisors, Ms. McAuliffe and Mr. Wakeland, for all they have done to bring us an amazing 4 years of high school. Miss M, there's no one quite as positive and organized as you. And Mr. Wakeland, I don't know where we'd be without your passion and perseverance. Even if the stress and chaos of this year took at least 10 to 12 years off your life, know that we appreciate every hour you've put in and every drop of determination you've shown to bring us the best experience. We wouldn't have been able to do this without you. After all, I don't know anyone else that can fill Mr. Reardon's inbox in a matter of minutes or put together an entire prom with 2 weeks' notice like you two can. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you. To all of these people and any that we may have overlooked, thank you so much for your continued efforts, both to our school and for the class of 2021. At this time, please welcome to the stage the class 2021 salutatorian, Kareem Moulin.
Good morning, everyone. 4 years ago, almost to the day, I sat in those stands where you are now all sitting and watched my sister graduate. As an 8th grader, I convinced myself that I would be one of those 4 students who got the chance to speak and impart their wisdom on an incredibly special day in front of their peers. Little 8th grade me had no idea what high school was going to be like. I don't think any of us can say that we did. Yet, I set a goal for myself. Through hard work, dedication, a little bit of luck, and a lot of late nights stressing about physics, I achieved my goal. Sure, achieving a goal that I set for myself was great, and I'd love to say that I planned out every step of the way, but that would be simply untrue. If we could all predict how our high school experiences would have played out, that would have been both incredible and incredibly boring at the same time. Part of what makes life so exciting is its unpredictability. I met most of my current close friends freshman year through pure coincidence thanks to our similar music tastes and personalities. Maybe you groaned after being seated next to someone you didn't know in chemistry, but they ended up being your best friend for life, or you found a passion for track after being cut from another team. Life can bring us some of the highest of highs as a result of the lowest of lows. 4 years ago, I was dead set on going to Stanford. That dream persevered until 7 months ago when the rejection letter sat on the computer screen in front of me. But perhaps it was for the better, because California is really hot and really far. To some degree, we all do the same thing that I did, all the time. Set goals and achieve them, even if you don't realize it. Right now, we are achieving one of the biggest goals that society has set for us, to graduate high school. I commend you all on that. Congratulations. But your goal setting and achieving should not and cannot stop here. Continue to be the ambitious, creative, and passionate people that I know you all are, regardless of where you end up. Maybe you've shown it, maybe you haven't, but everyone here has the capability to become the best versions of themselves after high school, regardless of how much we joke about peaking. If we all offer up a piece of our best selves to the world, we will see the change that we want to happen. I do feel incredibly lucky, as you all should, to have the ability to realize my dreams. There are so many people, not just in this country, but around the world, who do not have the chance to achieve their dreams due to a multitude of reasons. Systemic inequalities, the prison industrial complex, the privatization of healthcare, the list goes on. It is our duty as those who are privileged, who have received such an incredible education, to use that for good and make change in the world. That isn't to say that your own struggles aren't valid, because no one lives a perfect life, and that's okay. I've had my fair share of getting upset over a B on a test. Life is what you make of it, so use the life you have been granted to achieve your full potential. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I wanted to write my speech. Did I want to be funny, wise, reminiscent? Ultimately, I decided that I had to use my platform as a chance to speak to you all, to urge you to make a contribution to the world, whether it be in a small community or on a global scale. Fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Stand up to those who speak against you. Use your resources and knowledge to do good. But also, don't take life too seriously 100% of the time. Dream about going on that perfect date, buying concert tickets for your favorite artist, or going viral on TikTok. I find it appropriate to close this chapter of my life with a Taylor Swift quote from her song Death by a Thousand Cuts. Saying goodbye is death by a thousand cuts. Each one of you is leaving me with a small cut, because whether you realize it or not, you all impacted my life in such an important way, whether it be watching you thrive at a sport or theater from afar, a smile in the hallway, or being my lab partner. So, class of 2021, I want to say one final congratulations. Keep dreaming and doing great things. I believe in each and every one of you, even if you don't believe in yourselves. And to the version of me who 4 years ago sat and watched the student speakers in awe, I want to congratulate you especially. You made it. Sure, you got a 68 on your first biology quiz, but you didn't let that stop you from making it big, and you never lost a smile on your face. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kareem. And next we will hear from our BHS Wind Ensemble with their pre-recorded playing of the March from the Second Suite in F by Gustav Holst. And our final student speaker for this morning is the class of 2021 valedictorian, Kayla O'Shea.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start by thanking all the family, friends, and teachers who have supported the class of 2021 throughout our educational journey. Without your support, none of us would be at this ceremony today. Now I need to thank my classmates for sticking this year out, whether you were in person or remote. Each of you has worked incredibly hard to get to this point, and I know it wasn't easy, but you should all be proud of what you have accomplished. Congratulations to those of you headed off to college knowing exactly where you see yourself in 10 years. And congratulations to those like me who have no idea where you'll end up. Congratulations to those of you headed into trade schools, into the military, into the workforce, and those of you who have no plans whatsoever. Every single one of us is prepared for whatever the future may hold. During our time at BHS, we have all felt the pressure of achieving academic success. We have stressed out about a test we did not feel prepared for, practiced a presentation over and over until it was drilled into our brains, and pulled an all-nighter to finish the homework we should have done days earlier. However, these will turn out to be the most forgettable parts of high school. Too many of us measure our worth by our grades and our academic performance, but this does not define who we are or who we are going to be. A simple letter cannot convey the compassion, creativity, ambition, and resilience that all of you sitting in front of me possess. We have created our own little world in this old and musty building where, for many of us, it seemed that grades were the only thing that mattered. But our future isn't solely dependent on a report card. As we embark on the next phase of our lives, it is the relationships we have formed with one another, the life skills we have learned, and the awareness we have gained of the world during our time at BHS that we will remember most and that will play a large role in our success, not as students, not as athletes, but as humans. Each of us is following a very different path, but we can all find some way to better the world around us. Our time in high school has opened our eyes to the injustice and inequality plaguing the world, but each of you is capable of contributing to a more equitable and accepting environment. Many of you have already begun to do so. You have volunteered. You have created and signed petitions for issues you are passionate about. You've attended protests, and you've been a part of something larger than yourself. No matter what place you find yourself in, by continuing to be conscious of the impacts of your actions and by extending the kindness you have shown your classmates these past 4 years, you will find new ways to contribute to the world around you. I wish the best of luck to all of you wherever you may end up. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Kayla, and to all of our student speakers who were excellent. How about one more round of applause for doing this on a hot day in front of 2,000 people. Thank you. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to recognize some members of the class of 2021 for certain impressive and noteworthy accomplishments. Please hold your applause until all members in each group have been recognized. First, 9 members of the class of 2021 will be entering the military after graduation. We ask if you are here today to stand and be recognized. These students are Stephen Ballerino, U.S. Marine Corps; Matthew Brennan, U.S. Marine Corps; Isabella DeRusso, U.S. Air Force; Patrick Foley, U.S. Army; Joseph Greeley, U.S. Navy; Destin Morales, U.S. Marine Corps, and he is joined today by his brother, a BHS graduate who is back from his deployment from the Marines. Bryce Laterio, U.S. Marine Corps. Joseph Norton, U.S. Air Force, and William Pistorino, U.S. Army. Thank you to all of you. Certain members of the class of 2021 have earned the distinction of being named class scholars. This designation signifies their cumulative academic performance that has placed them in the top 5% of their graduating class. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Ella Eld, Cecilia Hafferty, Benjamin Hanson, Paige Harrington, Nicholas Ho, Tiffany Huang, Nicholas Cam, Liam Keefe, Abigail King, Angel Kwong, Alec Lee, Jenna Maharmo. It's like we practiced that. Kara Mooney, Kareem Moulin, Kayla O'Shea, Aria Rumdi, Samuel Salish, Grace Snyder, Brian Travis, Myra Travis, Leanna Van, and Charlotte Yang. Congratulations. As we continue to acknowledge the academic talents of this class, we also want to recognize those students who have received all A's and B's through every marking term over their high school career. The following students should also stand and be recognized: Willie Chen, Kerry Donnelly, Delia Donovan, Shakira Ebion, Ella Eld, Rory Flaherty, Cecilia Hafferty, Nicholas Ho, Tao Ho, Tiffany Huang, Nicholas Cam, Liam Keefe, Angel Kwong, Alec Lee, Jenna Maharmo, Kareem Moulin, Kayla O'Shea, Anthony Pezant, Samuel Salish, Shannon Stanton, Brian Tan, Nicole Talkman, Brian Travis, Myra Travis, and Charlotte Yang. Congratulations. Before we begin awarding diplomas, because I know you're all hot and you want to, go home, we want to give one more final recognition and thank you, whatever you want to call it, and that's to you, the class of 2021, for everything you've contributed to this school and this community over your 4 and actually 12 or 13 years, however you want to count it. Despite the many challenges of the past year and the limitations of what you could experience and enjoy as seniors, you demonstrated flexibility, resiliency, strength, and you did so more often than not with a smile under your mask. I said more often than not, I didn't say always. Seeing your enthusiasm every day reminded us all that although life is not always fair and will present challenges, it is what you do in the face of those challenges that makes you who you are. All of us know that you are better and stronger people because of it. And we also know that all of you as individuals and as a group are now better prepared to succeed in whatever you choose to do in life. Whether you know it or not, and I'm speaking personally here for a second, but I can speak for many people I know behind me, you are the favorite part of our day. Thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. Our superintendent, Dr. Hackett, is not in attendance today because he is also attending his son's high school graduation. So at this time, it gives me pleasure to introduce our assistant superintendent and incoming interim superintendent, Mr. Jim Lee, to address the graduating class.
Thank you, Mr. Grappolo. Between Mr. Grappolo and myself, you guys, it's like going to a show where all the stars are out. You get stuck with us. Before I present the class, I do want to take the opportunity to thank many people who have helped these students reach this milestone. As we all know, this year provided numerous challenges and obstacles to everyone connected to our school community. But perseverance and commitments by our students, staff, and families allow us to celebrate these graduates here today. We thank all of our BHS teachers, their administrators, and staff for all their extra effort. We commend the teachers in all of our other schools for helping guide this class in prior years and for the continued guidance of their current students who will one day sit on this field. Ideally not as hot, it's not easy being bald. We appreciate the leadership of Mayor Kokoris and the Town Council as they have navigated and continue to navigate the uncharted turmoil created throughout this pandemic. We recognize the stewardship of our school committee, who continuously steered our school system in the direction of providing the best education possible for all of our students. We thank all of the town departments that contribute to the supportive community our students enjoy, and especially thank the police and fire departments and their chiefs. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge the bravery and the actions of officers Billy Cushing, Matt Donahue, and Dickie Seibert from their heroism yesterday. And I also want to acknowledge Kit, a tremendous sacrifice. The police and fire department obviously have continued to keep our community safe during these strange times. Lastly, I want to acknowledge two school leaders who cannot join us here today, Superintendent Dr. Frank Hackett and Braintree High School Principal Dr. Chris Scully, who have worked tirelessly for the high school all year long. Today, like many of you in the stands, are enjoying their moment of parenting by attending their own children's graduations, and I wish they're having as nice a time there as we are here. But more seriously, to the class of 2021, I applaud you. You have come of age at a unique time for the world. You have adjusted, adapted, sacrificed, and succeeded when the excuses not to do so were ample and frequently offered. We are a fractious nation and always have been. Yet when our collective well-being has been challenged, we historically have shown the capacity to come together, to share in the labor, to make the needed sacrifices, and to ultimately share in the reward of addressing issues as one people. Today, you sit on a field united as WAMPs, celebrating your academic journey, and pausing to recognize this important moment. The intellect, the skills, and the compassion that have guided this class and your support of one another throughout your years at Braintree High School are just as critical in the world you're about to enter, where so many are in need of your intellect, your support, and your compassion if they are to realize their own fulfillment while they add to yours. Class of 2021, it's windy, sorry. This is the best part, too. I hate you guys missing it. Class of 2021, you have demonstrated the talents to make this happen. May choosing more we and less I be the legacy that you proudly continue, because we could use your guidance and leadership with this. And with that, Mayor Kokoris, members of the school committee, parents, families, and guests, I am proud to announce that the students being honored today have met the rigorous graduation requirements established by the Braintree School Committee and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It is a great honor for me to present to you the Braintree High School class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. In class of 2021, you should feel very special. I don't think I've ever heard Mr. Lee speak as long as he just did here. At this time, we will begin the presentation of the class of 2021. Many members of the class of 2021 have remained fully remote throughout the entire year, and as a result, may not be in attendance today. Since they remain a key part of your class and its experience this year, we wanted to begin the roll by reading the names of those graduates who are not here today. Amug Arunkumar, Matthew Brennan, Yitong Chen, Anthony Figueroa, Kian Hanberry, David Mardani, Thomas Maxim, Alessia Morganelli, An No, Laralise Rivera Lopez, Neve Trikel, and Sydney Ann White. Congratulations to those who are not in attendance. At this time, we would like to invite the assistant principals and Mr. Tom Devon, the chair of the Braintree School Committee, to assist with the awarding of diplomas of the class of 2021. Thank you. Kareem Saki Moulin. Tsukasa Watanabe. Shannon Marie Marston. Brooke Francis Bonfiglioli. Declan Connor Casey. Aiden McDevitt. Grace Catherine Snyder. Kaylee Grace Fitzgerald. Kayla Ann O'Shea. Emmett Gerald Wren. Shannon Victoria Stanton. Brian Wu. Ethan Jewallen Benjamin. Samantha C. Liu. Joseph Brian Greeley. Swarav Shreyas Chinam. Duncan Robert Anderson. J.D. Carrillo. Ross Duncan McGregor. Hannah Susan Carey. Jesse Chijoke Oferi. Patrick Dara Connolly.
Congratulations, Patrick.
Patrick George Muldoon. Ryan Edward Muldoon. Emily Faith Bertay. Daniel Dow. Liana Ozialiva. Jana Therese Dillon. Abigail Elizabeth Sheehan. Amaya Rochelle Willis. Yogita Venkatation. Shruti Oak. Nicole Nina Talkman. Alexandra Marta Talkman. Charlotte Yang. Myra Lynn Travis. Brian Lee Travis. Jasmine Huang. Alicia Yang Fong Eng. Karen Lee. Alec Lee. Kevin Hosum Chin. Lily Tran. Kevin Scott Bowser.
Congrats, Kev.
Adish McMahon Pereira. Saeed Munawar Somar Munawar. Kevin John Pilgrim. Mustafa Ahmad Al-Kafaji. Anthony William Cicello. Michael Charles Wanagle. Karen Elizabeth Flaherty. Kristen Marie Flaherty. Kaylee Rose Flaherty. Lucy Lynn McDonough. Ella Olivia Leary Eld. Jenna Salim Maharmo. Gina Marie Ferrari. Fabiana Gomes da Silva. Sage Kauluvela Yuwin. Cynthia Elise Barbosa Brito. Chan Truck Bowie. Daniel Paul McDonald. Nicholas Luca Volpe. Matthew Edwin DeBona. Dylan Charles Anderson. Annie Ruan. Natalie Puyi Zhu. Megan Pham. Elizabeth Mary Curran. Megan Riley Kenny. Gary Lyle Collins. Duncan Samuel Kaplan. Don't eat it. There you go. Brendan Christopher Sage.
Congratulations, Brendan. Great job, buddy.
Charles Austin Clapp. James Kelly Lockhart. William Parsley Pistorino. Mia Jean Vanelli.
Congratulations, Mia.
Stephen James Duke.
Congratulations, Mia.
Dylan Thomas Martin.
Congrats, buddy.
Noah Drew Tatum. Patrick Farwell Anders.
Congrats, buddy.
Kiara Jade Bovai Lee. Alexis Marie Fahey. Emily Michelle Zhao. Sean Daniel Purcell.
Congrats, Sean.
Kyle Merchanthouse.
Congrats, Kyle.
Matthew Benjamin Katzis.
Good job, Matt.
Henry Thomas Joyce. Hui Von Nguyen. Destin Daniel Morales. Herman Gabriel Calderon Socolis. Benjamin Patrick Nolan. Connor Joseph Malloy. Alyssa Lorraine Ferris. Ariana Jordan Colantonio. Christopher Griffin Larkin.
Good job, Chris.
Connor Michael Ridge.
Congrats, Connor.
Benjamin Francis Sullivan. Gabriella Lauren Madden. Alexandra Mary Cusson. Bridie Marie Walsh. Elise Hope Kennedy.
We got it.
Annie Lee. Siani Delgado Silva.
Congrats, Siani.
Cassidy Kai Yi. Aria Hemant Rumdi. Katie Nok Dong Nguyen Vo. Vanessa Aha Sam. Angel Kwong. Leanna Van. John Can Goxel.
Good job, John.
Ryan Edward Casey. Brendan So. Matthew Gordon Ward. Brendan Patrick Keegan. Nolan James Barry. Matthew Luke Volpe.
Congrats, Matt.
Jacob Thomas Kelly. Ryan Manning Boyle. Nicholas Antonio Fleming. Ian Naves Fernandez.
Anthony, slow down a little.
Yusuf Muhammad Mahmoud Morgan. Caleb Eduardo Zanet. Angel Luis Santiago Jr. Mahmoud Ghanem. Mahmoud Talal Ghanem. Isabella Potter DeRusso. Caitlin Bridget Callahan. Kelly Rose McLaughlin. Aoife Marie Horan. Mary Claire Kelleher. Julia Margaret Carrara. Annabella Grace Valley.
Great job.
Kelly Linda Donnelly. Brianne Teresa Naughton. Julia Marie Medeiros.
Good job, Julia.
Amelia Lynn Grace. Emily Shea Moorhead.
Congrats, Emery.
Hannah Mary Jackal. Juliette Elizabeth Barney. Ashley Nguyen. Karen Julia Calderara. Rebecca Marie Porger. Madeline Grace McDonald. Keelan Gabriel Doherty. Madison Marie Bryant. Eva Bridget Doyne. Shayar Khan. Connor Brian Purcell. Philippe Antoine Mahdi. Jack William McCloskey. Ryan William Mikalauskis. William Eastman Durain. Christopher Patrick McNeil. John Thomas Doherty. Anthony Joseph Pezant. Emily Page Aguirre. Samantha Nellie Doucette. Catherine Ann Barrett. Olivia Sarah Alio Shonai. Joanne Tran. Katie Meredith Brooks. Abby Marie O'Toole. Ashling Julia Crowley.
Congratulations.
Anna Rose Cox. Bridget Florence Finnerty. Paige Elizabeth Harrington. Abigail Elizabeth Moran. Samantha Olive Hayes. Ileana Sanchez.
Congrats, Ileana.
Emily Elizabeth Kao. Right? Kendall Duck Fan. Avalon Grace Morris. Nicole Angelica Litra. Victoria Ann Claire Damiano. Michael Wayne Claude. Annabelle Laurel McGregor. Juliana Barbara Stonaiello. Nina Elizabeth Fernald.
Congrats, Nina.
Adam Sang. Caleb Oliver Owens. Caleb Taylor. Brady William Leslie. Evan Nicholas Jones. Hunter Joseph Doherty. Alex Thomas Toy. Stephen Michael Ballerino. Cameron Lee Partisan. Matthew Ryan Curtin. Charlie Thomas Mazzeo. Haley Michelle Walters.
Anthony, 1 second.
Alana Marie Downing. Madeline Sullivan. Kelsey Ann Mangan. Julianne Stones. Stephanie Nora Boyle. Casey Marie Hemmert. Catherine Ann Sylvia. Lily Faye Adams. Victoria Sahopoulos.
Congrats, Victoria.
Bridget Kathleen Rudder. Sargam Agarwal. Kelly Ang Lum. Mia Nicole Cohen.
Congrats, Mia.
Catherine Mary Joyce. Christopher Michael O'Brien. Dante Evan Petinato. Dominic Robert Smith. Andrew Benedict Kaplan. Jeremy Vincent Coco. Nicoletta Petrulis. Emily Ann Bergoli. Maria Paula Alvaron. Jasper Elliott Williams. Ian Thomas McCormick. Adam John Caruso. Colin Hugh McGordy. Joseph Robert Norton. Richard James Lannon. Jack Ryan Woods. Zachary John Spada.
Congrats, Zach.
Daniel Thomas Grant. Emma Rose Flannery. Emma Siddell Aborn. Kiara Ann McWiggin. Alexa Catherine Gay.
Too early, but you're good. No, you're fine.
Kaylee Judith Carney. Fiona Elizabeth Hume. Maeve Jennings Horrocks. Alexandra Noel Carey. Caroline Joy Moran. Elizabeth Grace Moran. Kyle Edward Devon.
Congrats, Kyle.
Joseph Richard Boulay. Antonio Hugo Wood. Brian Yan. Liam George Keefe.
At the end, we're going to add one who's not here. At the end, we're going to add one.
Nicholas Cam. Benjamin Neil Hansen. Tiffany Nguyen Huang. Delaney Bryn Sakosh. Liam John Garrity. Zachary Erickson McPhail. Liam Denali Kastner. Robert Francis Newell. Berlin John Frank. Arthur John Roberts. Colton Thomas Lyden Shea.
Congrats, buddy.
Nicholas Robert DeVito. Matthew Joseph Duane. Aiden Robert Freeman. Jaden Michael Fromm. Jocelyn Grace Dunn. Celia Elizabeth Catanese. Courtney Elizabeth McGowan. Grace Rose Coleri. Jacqueline Rose Deagle. Maya Rose Panaro. Lauren Joan Curley. Lucy Grace McClory. Julia Ann Fitzgerald. Evan Enrique Mickey.
Congrats, Evan.
Jason William Rafi. Eric William Timmons. Eliana Kia Tran. Nicholas John Batchelder.
Congrats. You did it, buddy.
Rohan Prasad.
Good job, Rohan.
Samuel Cherian Salish.
Nice job.
Kenrick Wu Ong. Thomas Joseph Norton. Congratulations, man. Cecilia Rose Hafferty. Candice Shaikeh Keung. Aiden Jack Wren. Nathan Tyler Susi.
Congrats, Nate.
Liam Patrick Joyce. Emma Page Oppman. Jaleel Asa Bogues.
Congrats, Julio. Good job, buddy.
Tom Din Nguyen. Theodoros Costa. Patrick Donald Foley. Margaret Rose Ferris. Michael John Doherty.
Thank you.
Bryce Cameron Laterio. T. Mai Hugh Nguyen. Livia Guerra Fernandez. Allison Claire Babineau. Mara Ellen Martin. Molly Ann Joyce. Emily Susan Dubé.
Give me a second, Anthony.
Give us a second.
Hold on a second.
Take a few down here.
Sorry, you get to be on stage every time. But you're good.
Okay, we got this.
Okay, break's over. Delia Laura Donovan. Kara Noel Mooney. Annabella Donna Peasy. Sophia Rose Wise. Sophia Favreau Milholland. Diana Nok Nguyen.
Congrats, Diana. Great job.
Tao Tun Ho.
Congratulations.
Jaden Miranda Ferrara. Sabijori Jean Baptiste. Josiah Jalen Martino.
Great job, buddy. Good job, Josiah.
Paul William Gurley. Brian Christopher Lawton. Owen Richard Lettany. Matthew Thomas Brown. Joshua Paul Pickwick. Charisse Teneda Felice Perot. Kevin Stephen Cabral. Grace Popletti Lai. Justine Emma Grenier. Delia Rose McGrath. Dan Mitchell Tienzon. Brian Tan. Willie Chen. Rodney Mock. Nicholas Poe. Edison Andrew Quash. Amir Kadom Al-Musawi.
Congrats, Amir.
Joshua Connor Gately. Caroline Elizabeth Smith.
Congrats, Caroline. You're welcome.
Kelly Danielle McDermott. Vicky Zhang. Justin Marcus Sierra Huang.
Good job, Justin.
Leslie Marie Rodriguez.
It's Mario.
Maria Ariana Gomes Miller. Bridget Catherine Burke.
Yay, Bridge. Congrats, Bridget.
Jeffrey Daniel Kaiser. Joseph Nicholas Fulton.
Congrats,
Dylan Dwee Dow.
Congrats, Dylan.
Daniel Tong Pham. Xavier Alexander Cam. Isaac Sickle Moises. Mitchell Patrick Quigg. Chase Pierce Cahill. Colin William Keddy. Ryan Patrick McLaughlin. Jacob Robert Christmas.
Congrats, Jake.
Erwin Tang Huang. Matthew Robert White. John Paul Pistorino. Samantha Evelyn Corsini. Samuel Thomas Moses. Shane Michael Holmes. Noel Anthony Hume. Antonina Marie O'Grady. Michael Tyler Ferrara.
Congrats, Tyler.
Jaleesa Nicole Bonds. Isabella Catherine Fernandez. Caroline Rose Carey. Kyla Marie Devon. Abigail Brianna King. Anna Michelle Chrisman. Caitlin Elizabeth Saluti. Tessa Elizabeth Caleri. Sage Madison Heffernan. Shannon Michaela Stolazzi. Ida Valerie Santos. Shakira Keela Afu Ebion. Gabriel Christopher Hankinson. Alejandro De Leon. Christian Allen Littlewood. Vin Tan Nguyen. Jason Liu.
Jason, congratulations. Wonderfully done.
Lawrence Lee. Richard C.H. Liu. Kevin Lee.
Kevin, congratulations, sir.
Emma Elizabeth Reynolds.
Emma, congratulations.
Alicia M. Zawatsky Seacott. Rory Lillian Flaherty. Ava Quinn Morrison. Megan Michelle Sayers.
Congrats, Megan.
Lainey Quinn Morrison. Emily Marie Chichester.
Congratulations.
Meadow Lee Armstrong. Kyle Joseph Cohen. Stephanie Bowie.
Congrats, Steph.
Anya Megan Crayson. Omar Jesse Barnes. Bowen Zhao. Karaya Alicia Green. Kevin Wang Ji. Tram Tai Q Truong. Zana Jamal Taha.
Congrats, Lana.
Marissa Lauren Jacobs. Shane Patrick Lashinskis. Ethan Law. Joshua Barrios Tapina. Ashawn Christopher Johniard. Donovan Jazz Nicholas. Christopher Mason Cost. Aiden Michael Barone. Evan Min Tuan Nguyen. Kevin Tremaine Moriarty. Benjamin James Santagate. Kenneth Moriyama Chung. Nikhil Reddy Terapathakari. Damian Tran Hai Lee. Audinakachi Cynthia Ucheike.
Good job, Audie.
Claire Bruneau. Amani Texera Nibs. Alora Kateri Haifarenin. Raina Lenore Boyer.
Congrats, Raina.
Justin Viet Nguyen. Paige Mackenzie Lane.
Congrats, Paige.
Mia Elizabeth Luongo. Livia Maeve Cormacan.
So you pronounce it Morelli.
Not here.
She wasn't able to join us today.
And one graduate from before who's a remote student who wasn't here, Morelli Andrade Fernandez. And that is the class of 2021. Kaylee, as class president, you have one final task: to come up here and lead your classmates in the moving of the tassel. What's that?
Slowly? Slow?
What's that?
Slowly?
I would, yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the graduating class of 2021. Thank you.